Today we are talking about an icon. Everyone wants to be her. Let's talk tarot as we talk about the keeper of the veil herself, the High Priestess. We're going to talk about the symbology, we're going to talk about what it means in a reading, but we're going to start with what this card's archetype is. So this is the archetype of essentially the keeper of the veil, right? But we see that triple moon up there. This is a feminine card. This is a card of the wise woman, of divine feminine mystery. This card teaches us to recognize the importance of our intuition and of divine timing. And coming in at number 2 of the major arcana, following the magician, who points one hand up and one hand down, representing as above, so below, the High Priestess represents as within, so without. The symbology I want to focus on is going to be the temples, the veil, and the book, and you can find more in the blog. Let's start with the veil. This is the bridge between the conscious and the subconscious, or the spiritual and the physical world. So we have one black and one white pillar here, and the B and J actually are for Boaz and Jachin, I probably said that wrong, from the Temples of Solomon, and this represents the duality in the world. We have the hidden world, and we have the seen world, and this just represents the balance between the two. So the scroll that she is holding there reads T-O-R-A, and it is for Torah, and tarot is actually on that same wordplay. A lot of tarot does have like old Judaism, Hebrew, and Christian roots. It's important to know what the symbology of all these things are, because that's when you can determine what the card means, where it's placed in a reading. Like that scroll being there, if this was in some kind of a like finance reading, it could mean that maybe you need to like go hit the books. Maybe you need to go look at like some text on this before you can form an opinion. Knowing that those pillars are, of balance, and knowing that the veil is the bridge between the conscious and the subconscious, we could apply that in a health reading to know that maybe they need to take a different approach to their healing. They might need to heal their outer world to get to their inner world, or vice versa. Now, one place you really don't want to see this card is in a love reading. There's not a good way that it falls. If it falls upright, it is kind of pointing at like the celibacy up there and the dreams. It kind of points at like, you might not really feel the way you think you do about this person. There might be a lack of attraction. And if it's reversed, then there might be some secrets and stuff going on. Like, it's just not really a card that I like to see in a love or relationship reading. In an obstacle position, this is letting you know that there's just some things that are outside of your control. There's forces at play that you are not seeing here. I also know a lot of people, myself included, that consider this card to kind of be like a, hey, we're not going to tell you. You don't get to know that right now. Like if this card is coming out for like answers, or if it's supposed to be revealing something, this is definitely the universe's way of saying, no, you cannot have that information. As always, there's more information in the blog, and before we run out of time, you guys, I did make a prophecy bracelet for the High Priestess if you want to go check it out. Stay magical.